Unit 6, Machines. Simple machines. You already know that a machine is something that allows us to do work with less effort. You also know that we can classify machines into simple machines and complex machines. A simple machine has few or no moving parts, and we use our own energy to make it work. A complex machine, on the other hand, is made of two or more simple machines which work together, and it often needs electricity to work. The 6 simple machines. A wheel and axle. This machine has a wheel or wheels which are connected by an axle. We use a wheel and axle to move things across the ground more easily. An inclined plane. This machine is made up of a flat, slanting surface. It's easier to push an object up an inclined plane than to lift it vertically. A screw. This machine is an inclined plane which goes around a cylinder or a cone. We use a screw to hold things together or lift objects. Turning a screw is easier than pushing the screw directly. A pulley. This machine has a wheel and axle and a rope. When we pull down on the rope, we lift an object that is attached to it. Pulling the rope is easier than lifting an object using our body. A wedge. This machine has one or more slanting surfaces. When we push down on the flat part of the wedge, we can cut things or push things apart more easily. A lever and fulcrum. This machine is a rigid bar which turns on a support called a fulcrum. When we push one end of a lever down, the opposite end moves up. It's easier to lift an object when we use a lever and a fulcrum. Forces. A force is a push or pull that acts on an object. We can't see forces, but we can see their effects. We can also feel the effects of most forces. Forces can make an object move, change direction, slow down, or accelerate. They can also make an object change shape. Forces can differ in strength and direction. There are different types of forces. Friction is the force that exists when two objects rub against each other. Friction acts in the opposite direction to the direction of movement. This force can slow down or stop a moving object. Gravity is a force which attracts all objects to each other. The Earth's gravity on our planet from moving into outer space, and this gravity also causes objects to fall to the ground. Machines and energy. People have been using machines since prehistory. Machines can make work easier for us. We already know there are 6 types of simple machines: a wheel and axle, an inclined plane, a screw, a pulley, a wedge, and a lever and fulcrum. Simple machines have very few components. We also know that when we put 2 or more simple machines together, we get a complex machine. Computers, bicycles, and cars are complex machines. We can classify machines by the energy sources they use. Some machines need energy from people to work. Some machines need energy from wind or water to work. Some machines need fuel, such as petrol or diesel, to work. Some machines need electricity to work. We can also classify machines by their function. Machines can be mechanical, thermal, or they can process information. Washing machines and cars are examples of mechanical machines. These machines have a motor or an engine which transforms electricity or the chemical energy stored in fuel into kinetic energy, making things move. Air conditioners and heaters are examples of thermal machines. Thermal machines make things hot or cold. Computers, mobile phones, and digital cameras are information processing machines. They are used to communicate and to make calculations. Complex machines. A complex machine is made up of a casing, operational parts, and mechanisms. Some machines also have an engine or a motor. The casing is the outer part of the machine. It protects the machine from damage and dust. The operational parts are the individual components of the machine, such as the wheels, axles, gears, and levers. Brakes contain levers. One end of the lever is pulled by a cable, which causes the other end to press against a disc that is attached to the wheel. The gears in a system of wheels and axles. The steering wheel is a wheel and axle which helps turn the front wheels of the car. The screws that hold the wheels of a car are simple machines. An engine or motor is the part of the machine which produces movement. Today, many people don't differentiate between an engine and a motor. However, an engine needs fuel, such as petrol or diesel, to work, and a motor uses a different energy source, such as electricity. Combustion engines use chemical energy from fuel. Most cars have a combustion engine. Electric motors use electricity. Some cars have electric motors. Machines which use an electric current have electric circuits. These circuits have very small components. Microchips have the smallest electric circuits. They are used in digital cameras, telephones, and many other electronic machines. Gears. Many machines have gears. If we look carefully at a bicycle, we can see small wheels with teeth that make the chain and the front and back wheels turn as we push the pedals. These wheels with teeth are gears. One gear can't work on its own. The teeth on one wheel have to fit into the spaces between the teeth on another wheel. When one gear turns, the other gear turns too. One gear is larger than the other gear. When we turn the large gear once, the other gear turns more than once in the same amount of time. It also turns in the opposite direction. Gears perform 4 functions. They change the direction, they change the speed, they change the amount of force needed, and they transfer motion from one place to another. Technology in our daily lives. Technology is the use of scientific knowledge for a purpose. Technology helps us do things more efficiently. Although not all technology is new, we use technology in many areas of our daily lives. Changes in technology can be good, but some of these changes can harm the environment when they develop new technologies. We use a technology to be good, but some of these changes can harm the environment. It's important that scientists consider the environment when they develop new technologies. We use technology at school. Teachers use interactive whiteboards in the classrooms, and we can also use the internet to look for and share information. The internet is a system of information and communication, and it works by connecting computers all around the world using satellites, cables, and signals. Technology in the home helps us do many jobs more efficiently. Small computers inside electrical appliances help us to prepare and cook food quickly, store fresh food in the freezer, and that we have a water supply which helps us keep clean. Modern medicine uses technology, such as X-ray machines and ultrasound, to look inside our bodies. Scientists are also using modern technology to crack an important code called the human genome. This code contains all the information about how we are created and about how our cells function. The code tells scientists how our bodies work, and with this information, they can try to find cures for diseases. Computers. Today, we can communicate almost instantaneously without almost anywhere in the world. When we watch television, we can see live images. When we listen to the radio, we can hear live voices from far away places. In order to send sound and image signals around the world, there are hundreds of communication satellites orbiting the Earth. Until recently, communication signals traveled through wires. Today, wireless signals travel through the air at the speed of light. Computer technology was developed in the 20th century. Before computer technology, people spent a lot of time doing work that a computer can now do in seconds. The invention of the computer has helped many other technologies. Many kinds of microscopes, cameras, and telescopes use computers. Computers are especially important when a task is very large or when accuracy is necessary. The first computers were very big and slow. Computer manufacturers realized they had to make them smaller and faster. An important development in computer technology was the microchip. A microchip circuits which allows the computer to process information quickly. Computers also allow us to read books and newspapers on screen. Today, there is a large variety of reading material that we can download and read on an e-reader, a computer screen or mobile device, such as a mobile phone.